Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, it's Counter Pointless time, and due to
Beards, pick up your verbal weaponry. It's time for the debate.
3 episodes ago, we're going back 3 episodes, and so the last person that won when we're all 3 here was Brownie. So Brownie's reigning champ, and so he has to defend his title. Why? Stop
Have to defend the belt against you 2 fucking losers.
And so how Counter Pointless works real quick is that we have 2 debaters and 1 moderator. The moderator gets to pick the topic of what the 2 debaters debated out. And whoever gets 5 losses gets to do a punishment. So me and Shotgun are going to roll to see who's moderator and who has to fight against Brownie.
Blow on my die. I love when you spit on it. God, I love when you spit on it.
12. 11.
No, that was a 17.
Yeah, bullshit. Alright, so
roll again!
I'm going to be moderator. So it's going to be Brownie versus Shotgun. And the debate, gentlemen, is Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. Simple enough. Who's going to win?
Topical, because fight's going to be coming up.
Yep.
So now we need to roll for choosies.
Who's going to, yeah, you got to pick
The Notorious versus Money.
Notorious versus Money.
20!
Oh, baby.
10.
Oh!
I know who he's going to pick.
He's going to pick the referees.
You ain't fucking nothing! You ain't fucking nothing!
Point to the light work! Point to the easy work!
I'll fuck you up!
So Brownie's obviously going to
Bounce
be
your head off the
McGregor.
canvas.
So judging by the accent,
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Brownie's going to be Conor McGregor.
Oh shit, we got to roll again. For
Shotgun's going to be
firsties.
Floyd Mayweather. So now you got to roll to see who gets to pick
Firsties.
who goes to first.
12.
7.
I will be going second.
And Shotgun's going to be going second. Brownie's going to be
I will
going,
be going
first.
third.
It don't fucking matter! I am from my country!
He forgot his country. I am from
Yeah, that one.
country.
From my country.
For the homeland! Oh, I'll still fuck you up! You're fucked!
He's fucking Irish.
You're fucked!
You fucking. Oh wait. No, I can't do it. That'd just be super racist if I did an impression.
We're going to take a quick 5 for research. We'll be right back with you guys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Start Counter Pointless. As we mentioned before, there's 2 debaters and 1 moderator. Brownie's the reigning champion, so he's going to have to defend his title going up against Shotgun. The topic is Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. And how it works out is that each defender and each debater has 1 minute in the first round to state their case. In the second round, it's going to be 3 minutes, the hooba-jooba, the meat and potatoes of the group, and then the 2 minutes after that in the third round, and then a little banter back and forth. Other than that, let's kick this right off the start with Brownie with Conor McGregor. You ready?
Yep.
All right. And go.
Conor Anthony McGregor, also known as Notorious, from Dublin, Ireland. He fights and dominates the featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight divisions, sir. He's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he started his MMA career in 2008. But he started training boxing at the age of 12 under a 2-time Olympian named Phil Sutcliffe, and soon became an All-Ireland champion at youth level boxing. His coach said of his boxing ability at the time, he is a very good boxer, and one of our very good boxers couldn't make heads or tails of what Conor was doing. He has chopping movement when he strikes and doesn't use traditional stance, so this guy couldn't time him at all. So, there's a little something to look forward to.
All right, good first round. I liked it. Picked up the pace. Good opening statements. That's pretty interesting facts about Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
The Notorious. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right? For all the viewers out there, I don't watch UFC a lot or boxing or anything like that, so it's kind of great because I'm completely non-biased in this whole entire debate. But Mr. Shotgun,
Yes, sir.
are you ready for your first minute round?
Dude, I'm ready to do this and destroy him.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna get fucked.
All right, whenever you're ready, begin.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. Money. Pretty boy, as they call him.
Pretty boy Floyd.
Pretty boy Floyd, boy. The pound for pound greatest boxer to step into the ring. He is the man. I will prove how much he is going to win this fight and how better a fighter he is and how he's going to embarrass Conor McGregor because of who he is and what he has done. And, you know, I'll give you a little thing. It's in his blood. His father was a boxer. Both his uncles were boxers. They were champions. He started boxing at 7. He has 3 national gold gloves. And you said Conor McGregor dominates? He has 3 losses in his own sport.
All right. Now we're going to go into the round of the meat and potatoes, the 3-minute mark, the big old humba jumba of what I like to call it.
Edit that later. You got this.
Okay. All right.
Let's do
So,
that.
3 minutes. Mr. Brownie, you ready to
Alrighty.
go?
I am ready.
All right. And begin.
Yes, Conor's MMA record is 21 wins, 3 losses. You are correct. He does have 3 losses. 2 of his losses are only in amateur bouts when he was getting started. And one of his losses is to the great Nate Diaz, one of the greatest fighters in UFC. And this is after he jumped into welterweight division, a new weight class that he's never fought in. He lost once in a submission choke, and he won the second one. In his early career, he fought for Cage Warriors, which is one of the amateur kind of fighting, like UFC type thing. And in Cage Warriors, he was able to win featherweight and lightweight champions, which it's unheard of in MMA to win 2 championships. And he did that exact same thing in the UFC, one of the greatest, biggest fighting organizations. He came into the UFC in 2013 and quickly rose to stardom and became and he was the first fighter to hold the 2 belts in featherweight and lightweight. He also beat one Jose Aldo, right? Jose Aldo defended his championship for years. Nobody could touch Jose Aldo. He was one of the best fighters. He was the best fighter in the featherweight division. Pound for pound, greatest fighter. Conor comes in there, and he got a notable win of fastest title victory in UFC against Jose Aldo, beating him in 13 seconds. Knockout. Here are a couple of his other notable performances. He has the most consecutive performance of the night awards, 5 in a row, and 6 in all of performance of the night awards. He is Sherdog's 2015 KO of the year, 2015 Fighter of the Year, and 2016 Fighter of the Year. Let's go over a couple stats, why don't we, since we have
Sounds
some
good.
seconds. Conor stands at 5'9", Mayweather 5'8". Conor has a 74-inch reach, and Mayweather has a 72-inch reach. Conor is 29 years old. Mayweather is 40 years old. Getting old as fuck, Mr. Mayweather.
At a time, Mr. Brownie. What about you? That was the Brownie's meat and potatoes 3-minute mark. We're going to migrate over to Mr. Shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for your 3-minute round?
I'm ready.
All right. And go.
All your stats listed were for MMA fights. They punch, kick, submit, elbow, everything. Knee. They do all that. This is a boxing match. A boxing match. Where, I don't know if you know this, Mr. Money Mayweather is 49-0. No losses. None. 49 fights. None. 387 rounds of boxing. None. 26 knockouts. 23 decisions. Yeah, he has a fucking reached. Okay. Conor McGregor, the notorious Lee gonna lose. He is 0-0 in boxing. His MMA record, yes, 24 bouts, 21 wins, 3 defeats, 18 KOs. Ooh. Boxing is 12 rounds. Mayweather goes those 12 rounds. That's why he has 23 decisions. He takes top boxing competitors to the distance. McGregor doesn't go. MMA go 3 to 5 rounds. He never really goes to all the distance. So his stamina is not going to be on par to Mayweather. McGregor has never boxed professionally. So he's going to jump into a boxing ring with the greatest of all time. Greatest, and you're going to think he's going to compete? Mayweather, in all facets of the sport, he is trained. He is the best in all facets of boxing and made a living at timing opponents and keeping them at bay and out of rhythm with his sharp and precise footwork. And he's able to adjust to whatever style is coming at him after that bell rings. Even at 38, he showed he could win against, younger top amazing boxers like Pacquiao and Berto, who are fucking legends in the sport. McGregor has never faced an upright arsenal like a Mayweather in boxing. In MMA. A straight-up boxer. Mayweather is the best defensive fighter in the history of boxing. The best. That's why he's 49-0. He's a counter-striker. McGregor is an offensive fighter. Great, he's going to push the thing, but guess what? Mayweather has only one time. I'm going to give you a number. 1. He is the number 1 boxer in the world. He has been on top of his game for 19 years. Number 1. He's only been put to the mat 1 time in 19 years. Ever been knocked to the mat. He's a point boxer. Boxing is points. Point. You're not hitting me. I'm going to 5 weight classes he's won titles, 10 titles he's actually held. He is the fucking epitome of boxing.
Let's go around on both parts. I really liked y'all's statements. I really liked y'all's stats. Y'all really are, I like the passion in y'all's eyes. Y'all are really making this a difficult decision already. So, but we're going to move on to the final 2-minute rounds, the wrap-up, the ending. So, Mr. Brownie, are you ready for your closing statements?
Let's do it.
All right. And go.
Let's go over Conor's wins. 21 wins, 18 by KO, 1 by submission, 2 by decision. Fuck you. Boxing matches are only half a fight. They are only half of a fight. MMA is real fighting and real combat using your arms, your legs, and grappling and taking dudes to the ground and slamming them to the ground. And Conor is ready for all of that. Not only is he really good at all of that, he is... What did I just fucking say? 18 KOs? 18 KOs, son. He's got a left hand from hell. Stamina. UFC is... Championship bouts are 5 rounds at 5 minutes in length. Boxing is 12 rounds at 3 minutes in length. They have 3 minutes of fighting and they sit down for a minute. UFC, he's lasted 5 rounds, 5 minutes with Nate Diaz, one of the greatest fucking fighters of all time. This is down to Mayweather outlasting McGregor. This is who Mayweather has knocked out recently. Victor Ortiz in 2011, when Ortiz's hands were down trying to apologize about an illegal headbutt he did to Mayweather. Mayweather clocked him, and they said he won because he's the champion, no one can ever beat him, whatever. Here are some other knockouts he's really good at. 2002 domestic violence, 2005 misdemeanor battery charge, and 2010 domestic battery. He's good at beating his wife. Mayweather said in a recent interview, "I'm not the same fighter I was 21 years ago. I can't push my body anymore. It's grueling. Training camp is grueling. This has to be my last one. I'm taking a lot of time off, letting my body heal." Taking a lot of time off, getting ready for this fight.
Cool.
All right. That was a strong closing statement. Very powerful. Very moving. I could feel it in my bones.
My wiener got a little bit hard. I'm not gonna lie.
There was a little bit of movement down there.
Here.
And my eardrums are rupturing. Mr. Shotgun, are you ready
I'm ready
to move me as much?
I'm ready.
All right. And go.
Half a fight? Okay, cool. You named a lot about MMA. This is a boxing match, not a UFC fight.
Half a
so
fight.
The kicking and all that bullshit, half a fight bullshit, it only applies in boxing now. It's fists. That's it. And guess who's fucking amazing at it? Goddamn Mayweather. 46% of Mayweather, 46% of punches Mayweather has connected in his last 9 fights. 46%, and that is one of the best percentages in boxing ever. 19% of the Manny Pacquiao, an amazing offensive boxer, one of the top of his game. You mentioned Manny Pacquiao. That fight was something. It was amazing defense, amazing offense, and he was brought up as a boxer. Manny Pacquiao was a boxer. He only hit 19% of his punches. 19% of his punches against Mayweather, and he's a boxer. Let's see. Opponents that he's faced: Andre Berto, Manny Pacquiao, Marcos Medias, Saul Alvarez, Sugar Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya. These are records of those people, so they're not some punk-ass bitches. 30-0, 57-5, 34-4, 35-3, 42-0. He's put all these motherfuckers on their ass, on decisions, knocked them out. He has done all this. This is not some, MMA record of 6-2. Oh, you've been in the ring for fucking 8 matches. No, these motherfuckers have grueled for years. 19 years he's been on the top. 19 years. McGregor's been in UFC how long? Or MMA for how long? Yeah, not as long as that. 10 seconds left. You want to bring up stuff? McGregor was reportedly knocked out by his sparring partner training for the match. For Mayweather's match. He was knocked out by his training partner.
All right. This is probably why Conor
Bradley Wheeler,
Banter
16-11, the crazy kid, knocked out Conor McGregor in a sparring match.
This is probably
That's
why.
Not even 100% hitting. He's a pussy. He's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Conor has been fighting daily leading up to this fight, and he's got a constant rotation of well-rested boxers coming in to train him, to keep him hungry, to keep him tired, to keep him ready, and until the week following when they're gonna build his body back up. For this fight. They're making him hungry. They're constantly, every single day, a new well-rested boxer comes in, and he's sparring with them doing 12 rounds. Doing all 12 rounds.
And got knocked the fuck out by an amateur. He's not even a boxer. He was fucking...
Anybody.
That is an MMA fighter he's fighting that got knocked the fuck out.
That was probably his third fight that day.
Bullshit. When you spar, that is the end of the day. You don't spar and then, let's spar again.
They do the 12-match boxing thing.
Okay, and he sparred that one guy who was an MMA fighter who knocked him out. Floyd Mayweather has been doing this for 19 years. You don't think he's training, but he's smart. You said he's not the same fighter? Exactly. He's smarter. He's not going to take that damage that McGregor says he's going to do. He's not going to fucking get hit. He has made a career out of not being hit. He fucking does not. He hits and points.
And
This
when-
is a boxing match, not an MMA fight.
Yeah.
This is a boxing match.
Yeah.
And who's the king of boxing? 49-0.
Who's
49-0.
Who's about to lose? Who's about to be 49-1? It's
Not
Mayweather.
Not Mayweather.
Mayweather's about to be 49-1.
Who's about to be embarrassed and his pride's gonna get hurt?
Because
McGregor.
he's too old. He's too fucking old to be doing
He's
this
40.
now. He's too
38.
fucking
He
old.
fought Manny Pacquiao and Berto, 2 top fighters. Still whooped their ass. Still
Ran
won.
around.
And did he win?
He didn't whoop nobody's
win?
ass.
Did he win?
He whooped no
Did he
one's
win?
ass.
It's a boxing match. Did he win?
He won
Yes, he won
because he
it's a
danced
boxing
around.
match. He knows how to win fights, and that's how
Conor
he wins every
McGregor,
time.
let's go into the percentage. Conor McGregor has 100% of his hits land on Jose Aldo, and it was a knockout, son. It was a fucking knockout on that defensive fighter. That was a defensive fighter who, woody boom, out in one left hand, son.
Jose Aldo was also paying attention to legs, knees, elbows, all that. Takedown defense. You are on more guard. Guess what? All fucking McGregor has is his fist against the greatest defensive fighter in boxing.
Thanks for helping my case. Because he's on all defense of everything, on looking out for everything, and one hit out.
Yeah. He's been knocked down one time in 19 years on the mat. One time, got back up. He's 49-0, dude. How do you sit there and say McGregor has a chance? It is a fucking boxing match. This is not MMA. Yeah, he's not going to have to worry about kicks and punches and shit because he's going to have to be the one punching.
Yeah, but both fighters are also going into this just punching. Conor's not going to have to look out for kicks and stuff. He's just going to have to focus on punching as well. So he's probably going to be more on his game than ever because he's not focusing on takedowns because he's a brown belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's only okay at jiu-jitsu and wrestling. He is amazing at knocking dudes out. He is amazing staying on his feet. I mean, you saw fucking Nate Diaz's face after they fought both times. Even the fight that he lost, Nate Diaz's face looked like fucking mushroom cloud.
MMA. This is a boxing match. This is a point match. This is not a grudge match of fucking MMA where you can do whatever you want and beat the shit out of somebody. This is a boxing match. 19 years. Guess who else was at the top of their game and was gonna fucking knock him out? Manny Pacquiao, who only landed 19% of his punches. 19. An offensive boxer. A boxer in a boxing match against the greatest boxing defensive boxer there is. This is a boxing match.
Manny Pacquiao is also a fucking politician. So he's training boxing and worrying
his
about
boxing career that he had
at the time. He was also a politician. Pacquiao was still a really good fighter, but he is a politician at the time, and he's still a politician. So
Okay.
Okay.
McGregor's a shit talker and a playboy. It doesn't matter what you do; it's inside the ring. He's 46 and something, and he lost.
All right.
Because McGregor.
I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna cut it off right there. I'm gonna say that this is probably one of my favorite debates because I literally am going in this completely blind. Not completely blind. I do know a little bit about Mayweather. I do know a little bit about Conor. And I've seen some of Mayweather's fights. I've seen some of Conor's fights, but I'm not a huge boxing MMA fan. So both of their debates are phenomenal, and I love them. And it is a really, really close decision. Really close decision. Because I loved how, let's just hit on yours real fast. So Conor, I do love Conor's style of that. Like, he has had so many KOs, and I do love his actual boxing style because I've seen videos of him, like, commenting on his actual footwork and his boxing style and stuff like that, and it holds up strong.
He's got that crazy stance too.
I know it's one of those like fluid motion boxing that works really well in MMA. But going against Conor is the fact that it is a complete different animal. in that is that boxing is a completely different animal than MMA. That fluid motion boxing is not going to work in boxing. You have to, yes, you do have to be a fluid motion in boxing, but you also have to remember that it is a points game. Whenever it's boxing, it's not about like trying to knock the dude out or get him on the ground and stuff like that. On Mayweather's side, I mean, the stats on Mayweather is out of this world. Was it 49-0?
49-0.
49-0. The dude's insane. One of the best boxing legends of all time, and he is a strong defensive fighter. I think I remember seeing the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, and I thought that Pacquiao was going to come out winning. Honestly, from how aggressive Pacquiao is, I literally thought that Mayweather was just going to get run over and done deal. But I mean,
Nope.
Mayweather stuck his ground. So, I mean, Mayweather is a beast in just in that sense. Both dudes I can't stand because their attitudes are just absolutely atrocious whenever it comes to it. Oh, I'm Mayweather. Money. Then I'm gonna fuck you up.
You're fucked up.
You're all fucked up. I fucking hate both of them. I don't like any of them. I mean, going against Mayweather, the damage and the devastation that I've seen Conor do in MMA, it really puts me on my edges of like, I don't know, Conor may have a chance against Mayweather just for the sheer factor of that Mayweather is so defensive, but his attack his attack may be strong enough to penetrate his defense. And it's crazy to think that an MMA fighter is going to step into the rink of a boxer that is 49-0 and give him that one loss in his career. It is crazy to think that in my mind. So I'm going to have to go with Mayweather on this. But
Yes! Woo! Motherfucker, give me that belt.
Shotgun's going to take it home with Mayweather this round.
Point to the light work. Point to the light work. Or where his fucking saying is. It don't fucking matter.
I'm going to point to who's going to break their hand the first time they throw a punch.
He don't punch hard. He's a fucking jabber and makes points.
He breaks the last 3 fights he's had to go to the hospital for breaking his hand.
Because he hits like a mad motherfucker.
He fucking
I thought it was
has brittle hands.
I did like the comment that you're like, let's talk about Mayweather's KOs, battery, domestic assault. He's really good about knocking out his wife.
I was going to go there. I was like, no, let's just keep this about the fucking thing. I was like, okay, McGregor, he threw a water bottle because he's a bitch. Stop, Nate Diaz. Stop it.
But I will say both contestants should not feel anything because it was extremely close.
Now that that's over with, I hope Conor McGregor knocks him the fuck out.
Yeah.
God damn it, I hope he fucking kills him.
I don't like any of them, but I'm rooting for Conor on this one because I just think it would be the
It is-
biggest underdog success history.
It's a greater story.
Yeah.
If he wins.
Yeah, I'd
It's a
rather
much
see
more
it.
fun story that this guy came from nothing in Ireland, just was
Built himself
boxing,
up, yeah.
Built himself up, and now he's the greatest MMA, and then he goes into boxing, tears apart the greatest boxer of all time.
Yeah.
I was hoping you came at me and said, oh, cool, you're reading all these stats. Guess who can't read them?
Yeah,
Mayweather.
I was about to.
I was like, God damn it, I would have done. I would have shut down. I would have like, fucking, you win. Fucking if it's about the boxing match itself. It's like,
Yeah.
guess who can't read his stats? Or anything.
But I didn't know this, like, I've been studying this fucking shit for way too long. But I had no clue that Conor did have a 2-inch reach advantage on Mayweather.
Yeah, I knew he had 2 inch.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
But let's just be honest. I mean,
and Conor's got that fucking dodging fucking.
If he
if he
does bring that on-
Mayweather's not an offensive boxer, so he can dodge all he wants. McGregor's gonna have to push the fight.
I know that, but
And that's where Mayweather loves. Push the fight against me. Pacquiao pushed the fight. He was aggressive, and he still lost because he's a counter striker. Oh, you missed me. Boom. Oh, you missed me. Boom. He landed 46% of his punches against Pacquiao, where Pacquiao only landed 19%. I mean,
I mean,
Dude.
well, that's why.
He
Because,
can put the
But
defense
Conor
and
and
offense.
Conor and Pacquiao are completely different fighters too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Pacquiao's an experienced boxer, and Mayweather's. I mean, not Mayweather. McGregor's not a. I mean, he's had boxing experience, but it's a whole other animal.
yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
That's why I prefer UFC because it's an actual fight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But you know where we stand on this, and you know who won. But let us know in the comments who you thought won, and stay tuned for some Would You Rather's. Shotgun's gonna take home the belt this week.
Fucking shit. I'm going to wear this naked and jack off in Brownie's room.
You already do that.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Yeah, that's an every week occurrence.
Yeah, you're right.